Pokemon Go.
Hey.
One of the most financially successful games of this year, actually, with recently reported revenue of over $1 billion in the first 10 months of 2020.
What?
Since its original launch in July of 2016, the Niantic game has earned over $4 billion. And this year saw its highest ever earnings as global stay-at-home orders saw downloads skyrocket. Will the mobile juggernaut keep earning at this rate after the pandemic is over?
I wish I played more Pokemon Go, but I do know that my initial craze for it and what people shared with me during that time is something that hasn't disappeared.
No.
People love Pokemon. People love the AR part of it. People love collecting things. And there are a lot of people that are whales for this game who are, we heard from Mike Beach, our games producer here, he knew people that were spending routinely $100 a week on this game. So it's easily, gonna pass $1 billion, which is nuts if you think about it. That is probably the most successful thing of this entire year.
I remember that first year of Pokemon Go being at San Diego Comic-Con, and it was a Sunday, and usually Sunday of San Diego Comic-Con, there's maybe like one big panel in the morning, but it's kind of a chill day. It's the day people usually go shopping, so I had decided to go to brunch with some people because we didn't have any early morning press appointments, and my friend ditched me because there were rumors that they were going to drop a legendary bird.
Yep, I remember those.
At the convention center. Turns out that didn't happen. Sucks to be her. She missed brunch.
Yeah, and we want to credit Sensor Tower for the report, but on how much this behemoth of a game is making. But one thing I do want to credit just the Pokemon Go, or the Pokemon Company, is the fact that this is a franchise and an IP that is generational now. Like, it's being passed down and still finding ways to be relevant. And it's not the same game mode, right? Think about how many games are like that. Each Final Fantasy franchise, as much as I love Final Fantasy, is different from the other one, whereas Pokemon has, I guess they have new evolutions, new series that come out, but it's still the same game style, still gameplay, you have the same characters, and it still is, what kind of game really connects people like that?
Totally.
Other than Pokemon, I think it does a great job doing it.
Pokemon has a formula, and you know what? That formula works, and as you say, Degon, mostly what they're doing is basically reskinning it. Now, certainly with additional generations of Pokemon, and there are variations on the Pokemon model, things like Pokemon Snap and like the Pokemon Let's Go games, I actually thought were a really beautiful blend of sort of traditional Pokemon and also Pokemon Go, which was more or less at the height of its popularity when Pokemon Let's Go came around. So I do think that, you're absolutely right. This is a multi-generational sort of thing because Pokemon Red and Blue version came out in 1996. So at this point, a bunch of people that were playing Pokemon in 96 probably have children of their own.
Yes, and I got to see that firsthand back in 2016 when the craze all happened. I was one of those people that organized an in-person march along with a couple friends. There it is in DC. We made a Facebook event, and 14,000 people signed up. We were going to walk along all of the monuments in DC, so we started, I think we're at the Jefferson Memorial, then we went to the Lincoln, we went to Washington, we ended at the Washington Monument, went to the White House, and it was just cool because you could see how many people rolled up in strollers, you could see how many people rolled up with their significant other, with their parents. It was just such a phenomenon to watch, and it feels very difficult to doubt it because it had that kind of popularity then, and to see these types of numbers making more money than the box office this year combined, every single movie, is pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was such a fun thing to see too, because I remember when the app first dropped, going out into my neighborhood, incidentally, with my same friend who ditched me for brunch, but I was also very into Pokemon Go.
At the beginning.
But this was very, very beginning, and so we were out in the street, and we had our phones, and we're walking around, and we saw other people walking around with their phones, and I remember people walking towards me, and they're like, yo, there's an Onyx up there.
It was so fun.
We gotta take that gym down the street.
Yeah, it was dope.
It was fantastic, and it reminds me of a time where we could all walk together and do something as a cohesive unit, regardless of background, political background, and all that. So I do think, to me, this brings me a little bit of hope that video games still have that power to bring people together in a larger fashion. I'm still waiting for Digimon Go, though, so someday.